Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Beeson and welcome back to my channel. And today I thought it would be fun if we did a little baking instead of talking about fashion. It was one of my goals to have, obviously my channel be mostly fashion, but sprinkling in things that I generally like to do and I'm interested in. So I figured I'd start with something I've been doing basically my entire life, baking with my mom, all that kind of stuff. So we are going to be baking some cookies today. Start with something super easy because cookies are like the easiest thing to do. And I figured the two that we will be doing today will be a triple chocolate chunk cookie and then a tiramisu cookie, and they'll be easy and they'll be yummy and it'll be a great way to kick off doing some different in my channel. And I will have the recipes down in the description below if you wanted to try it. But we're gonna go ahead and get right into getting the triple chocolate chunk cookies made first. All right, we have our dough for the chocolate chip, triple chocolate chip chunk cookies. It's chunk, not chips. Got them all mixed, got them all incorporated. This is just gonna sit in the refrigerator for basically 2 hours to get nice and firm so it's easier to get onto the trays. And while this is sitting, we will go ahead and get the tiramisu cookies all prepped and then into the fridge as well. So let's get these in the fridge and get going on the other cookies. So the dough is made. Smells very, very good. So now we have to just get it scooped into 2 tablespoon scoops and then stick it in the fridge so it'll get nice and cold in shape. So we just wanna, my scoop is just under 2, so I'm just gonna make it heaping and just scoop them all up. And then once we have them all scooped out onto the tray, we're just going to roll them into balls and then stick them in the fridge for an hour so they can set. All into little balls, actually pretty big balls, but get these in the fridge for an hour to let them set. And the other cookies are just about done, so we'll start getting those in the oven and baking while these are setting. All right, the triple chocolate chunk cookies are out of the fridge and we're gonna get them all batched up and then into the oven. So we're gonna use the same scoop as the tiramisu ones. We're just gonna get it scooped, get it flat, and we just wanna keep them in a distance, and we'll just fill up the tray. I generally always do 9, so that's what I'm gonna do now. We just wanna flatten the scoop out and get the entire tray in. So I'm gonna get the first batch into the oven for 10 minutes on a 350 temperature, and then we'll check just to make sure the edges are set and it is slightly squishy in the middle. And I'll continue shaping the rest of the cookies. Alright. Since my scoops were a little bit bigger than the recipe, it did take a few extra minutes in the oven. We'll pull this first batch out. Let it sit for a second and then we'll break into it to check it. And if things are all good, we'll just continue baking the cookies. All right, all of the triple chocolates are out and cooling, and now it's time to just get the tiramisu cookies into the oven. So we're just going to take our super hard cookies, and we're just gonna do 6 on each. Like that. The recipe originally says it makes 11. I was able to get a 12th on there. So, to get 6 on the tray, I'll cut this parchment paper out and then put on this one and then stick these last 6. But for this one at least, it'll go into a 355 oven for 10 minutes, and then we'll check and just kind of go from there. But I'll get this one in, and then I'll get that one in, and we'll let those bake. Right, into the oven these go. All right, the tiramisu cookies are in the oven currently, but all of the triple chocolate cookies are done, and I'm tired of waiting. So I'm going to give it a try. Ooh. Ooh. Yummy. Let's see. To me, the dough and everything tastes like chocolate crinkles, and then you just add chocolate chips to it, and it is very good. Very, very good. But they're very rich, so you can't eat a lot of them, because that'd be a lot. But they're very good. So these are a success. All we have left are the tiramisu ones. But once those are out of the oven and they're cooling, I'll make the mascarpone cream frosting thing that goes on top of it, and then we'll try those and we'll be done for the day. All right. Mine are cracking a little bit, but they're very soft. Like the recipe says, they're supposed to be a softer cookie. They didn't flatten out a ton, but I think they'll flatten a little bit more as they cool a little bit. We'll just get that one. And then get these ones. And they just need to sit and cool for a few minutes because they're soft, and then transfer to a rack to finish cooling. And while they do that, I will make the topping and get that in the fridge. And then once they're fully done, then I'll frost, then I'll eat, and then I'll go to sleep. Okay. Everything is in. And then take the whisk one. Whisk it all together. Until you have peaks. Nice, stiff peaks. So it'll take a second and you'll want to increase the speed a little bit. And nice stiff cream. So we'll get all of this out and we'll just stick it in the fridge until the cookies are done cooling. All right, the cookies are cooled. They're not as big or as thin as they're supposed to be. Not sure what happened, but I think they'll still be good. But we just kind of squashed them down a little bit to make it easier to pipe. But I've got my chilled cream and I'm just gonna gently get them into the piping bag. Now making a mess, squeeze it down. We just gotta twist it, get rid of this. Then we want to start from the center of the cookie. And just pipe like a spiraling circle thing. They're a little messy, but small cookie doesn't have a lot of surface area. All of them are got the cream on it, and then the last thing to do is take some cocoa powder and sift it. Cocoa powder. And sift it 1, 2, 3. Not a 10. Just enough. And we'll swap these. And voila! Those is done. I get to eat it. I need a knife. That's good. The cream is very light, which is good. These are a little doughy, just a little bit, but I think it tastes good. I think this is a good cookie. You can't taste a ton of the espresso with the cream, but it's good. I just have to figure out how to make them bigger and not so thick. Once I do that, they'll be good cookies. So this is a winner, just like the other one. Both cookies were a success today, which is very, very good. Obviously, you can't go wrong with a super chocolatey chocolate chip chunk cookie and the tiramisu. Regardless of the fact that they didn't totally turn out the way that they should have, they were still super good in my opinion, and I thought the cream was very light and it was very good, not too sweet, which is good. Just a reminder that the recipes will be linked down in the description below if you would like to try to make them. Cookies are always a really good starting point for people that are getting into baking because they're so easy to do, and then you can just branch off from that. But I had fun today, and I'm happy to kind of start adding in non-fashion content to my channel since it was a goal. So this will be the first of eventually many. And with that, that is the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.